Hello, good evening, everyone. Hi, welcome to Ad America, the U.S. Embassy's American Center, with me, Andrea Oriel, as your e-guide for this event. So, after learning the basics of color analysis, today we are going to use what we learned last week in Ad America Academy Personal Color Analysis in Practice. But before we start our session for today, I have a little trivia question for you to answer. The question is, which of the following characteristics is commonly associated with the cool summer seasonal color type? Is it A, warm undertones with high contrast? Is it B, cool undertones with soft muted colors? C, deep rich colors with golden undertones? Or D, bright clear colors with warm undertones? If you think you know the answer, you can submit your answer to our social media platforms, and the first person who is able to answer correctly will be receiving a shout out later in the very end of the event. So now, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to our facilitators for today. Please welcome Kak Polene and Kak Nana from JICAcademy.
Hi, callers!
Hi, everyone.
It's
I
good
think-
to be back
yeah,
here.
I think I see some familiar faces here.
Let's
right.
crowd check a little bit. Who was here last time?
Yeah. Oh my God. Hi.
Thank you for coming again. My name is Polene, and this is my partner.
I'm Nana.
We are from JICAcademy. All right. So last week we've discussed the basics of personal color theory, and tonight's gonna be a little bit different. So we're gonna actually demonstrate how each of the colors in the palette, well, not each of them, but at least for you to get to know the gist of it, using paint. Ready? All right. So tonight we'll be fully assisted by my partner, Nana. You may go ahead. Okay, now before that, okay, let's just check here. I think some of you were here, even if you weren't. Some of you might want to watch the rerun of last week's session on Ed America's YouTube channel. So let's just try to recap. I have a question here. What are the three main factors in color theory that is used in undertone analysis? Now, any of you have any idea? Maybe raise your hands. The three main factors of undertone. Anyone? Is it too hard? The questions? Is it too difficult? No? You might just want to guess. Okay, I'll just tell you then. Okay, these are the three factors that we're going to be discussing tonight. One, we have temperature, how warm or cool a color or even our undertone is. Secondly, we have value, how light or dark a color is. And then lastly, we have chroma or saturation, so how strong a color is, how pure a color is. And we're going to be diving into the very details of these three tonight. All right. I do have another question. I hope this is easy enough. Maybe Nana can start
Okay, I
taking
think
your
I'll wait
primary
until
colors.
someone answers because this is a fairly easy question, right?
Anyone? Someone's shy. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. The three primary colors.
And why?
Just mention them.
Okay, one is red,
Yes.
yellow, and blue.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's give a round of applause
Yay.
for. Yeah. Okay. So yes, red, yellow, blue. That is where exactly we will start today. So while Nana is preparing the colors that we're gonna use today. Now I'd like to ask someone else, why are these colors, red, yellow, blue, considered primary colors? Anyone? Yes, ma'am. Introduce yourself first, maybe.
Hello, my name is Stephanie, and I guess it's like we can create another colors using that three primary colors.
Exactly. Thank you, Stephanie. Give a
Thank
round of
you.
applause for Stephanie. Yes, primary colors are those colors that we cannot derive from or by mixing any other color. So that is the base colors in this world. And you'll be surprised once we mix them all together with certain colors, all the color chart will appear. Like, we're gonna be making so many colors today with just these three. Okay, so we have this chart. If you remember last week, I discussed the history where the color chart that we use until today, not just in color analysis. So um, even say you do graphic design or anything, you do photo editing, even if you just paint, this is what most people would refer to, the color wheel that was invented by Isaac Newton. So yes, the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, and now we're gonna derive them into secondary colors. Yeah. So Nana, are you ready?
Yes,
Where should
just 1
we
second.
start?
I think we'll start with the red and yellow first.
Okay, so let me just check with you guys. Red plus yellow becomes
Orange.
well, it's exactly there. I know. Just checking if you're paying attention or not. But essentially, if you paid attention in art class back in school, this is not exactly rocket science. Okay, so red and yellow, quite equal parts of it, yeah. And it becomes orange. Okay, so we have the first color. Orange is one of the secondary color.
Okay. All right. Now we
Let's
have
move on
orange.
to the next color. Okay. Okay, so while Nana is trying to derive the secondary colors, I'm just going to explain this a little bit. Right now, what I'd like to demonstrate is about these two factors, yeah, hue and temperature. So these terms are actually used interchangeably. Um, Naturally, when we're doing color analysis, warm and cool, we're actually talking about this, yeah, hue and temperature. So whether someone is warm tone, cool tone, this is what we're referring to. Okay, so what is hue? What is temperature? When we talk about warm and cool, accurately, it's actually called temperature, right? Now hue, so say we have navy. Navy's hue is blue. So it refers to the name of the color and its position on the color wheel, which we are trying to make right now. Yeah. Now, temperature is, so say a color is more leaning towards yellow. Now we call that warmer. Yeah, so warmer in temperature. Yeah. Now, if a color has more blue hues in it, we call it cooler. Yeah, so that's warm and cool, and that's basically the same thing that we try to see in undertone. Now, so if you see here, Nana has mixed just now red and blue.
And blue, yes.
Yeah, so it becomes purple. And then the last secondary color is if we mix yellow and blue, it will become, yeah.
Yes.
Nice. We have a really nice green here. Okay, so these are the main colors. Now we're gonna mix them again and try to derive the tertiary colors. So we're gonna be filling up in between the slots. Yeah, where are you gonna start from?
From the yellow and the orange. Okay, so we're gonna take a bit of
Okay.
yellow here. And a bit of the orange that we made. Okay.
So just now when we were talking about temperature, right? When we add more yellow into a color, it essentially becomes warmer. So this orange, we can call it a warmer orange. Okay?
Okay. Now we're gonna make purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember that on your end, it's okay. Let's just see the slides. Yeah. So on the right side of the chart, yeah, we have the warmer side of the wheel. Okay, so when we mix purple with the colors on the right side of the wheel, right? So now Nana is actually mixing purple with more red compositions in it. It becomes a warmer version of purple, or
Yep.
I guess a lot of people would call it magenta. Now, if Nana were to mix the purple with more blues, what would it become? A cooler purple. Okay, so let's just see how it appears. Mix, mix, mix. Nice.
Yes.
Becomes a cooler purple. Okay.
Yes, or what we call usually a violet.
Yes, violet.
Yes.
It applies in our color palette, our wardrobe. Say if you're warm tone, we would always recommend you to wear the warmer purple, the one there. And then if you were to be cooler, we would recommend, say your lip color would be the ones that have more blue compositions in it. Same thing with green. So Nana right now is mixing the green with more yellow. It becomes an even warmer green. Right?
Yes, so it's going to turn a little bit more lime. Green with a lot more yellows, something like this.
Mm-hmm. So I guess it will have two versions. You can see it either to be a cooler yellow lime or a warmer green.
Yeah.
But in the position of the chart, it's right in the middle. And now she's making the cooler version of green, but essentially the warmer version of blue.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were mixing the green that we just made just now, mixing it with more blues. It becomes even more
Yep.
cooler. All right. So that's the color wheel. We've derived until the tertiary colors. Now, what if we mix the three primary colors just now? Red, yellow. She's thinking yellow, and then red, and then blue. So all these three. Anybody want to guess what it will become? Oh, many art students here. Yeah, brown. So the point here is that what I'm trying to explain is about chroma. So the definition of chroma itself is a measure of how pure a color is. So naturally, if we mix colors all together and all that, it doesn't become pure anymore, right? It doesn't become it's not the base color that we wanted. Okay, so and the thing about chroma is when you reduce the chroma of a color, the saturation of a color, you can either add gray, or I guess in this case it becomes brown. But naturally, say if you edit a photo, and you completely desaturate it, it will become completely muted and soft, or I guess gray. Yeah. But in this case, it's brown. We're gonna start with brown first. All right, we have our brown. Now, we're gonna make 2 equal parts of brown. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna make the warmer version of brown and the cooler version of brown by adding. Okay, so which one are you gonna start first?
I'm gonna start with the warmer brown.
Warmer brown.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I'm gonna add a
to
bit of red.
make warmer brown, what are we adding here?
We're adding red here to the brown that we made earlier. Yeah, so it's going to turn more brick. Something like that. Actually, let me add a bit more brown.
Okay. So that's about hue and temperature. Nice.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
I would say brown is actually a warm color itself because we're mixing compositions of red and yellow, and then there's just blue. So it's kind of like two by one in ratio, right? And red itself naturally it's already a warm color, and yellow is, of course, a very warm color, and so that's why we have brown being a very warm color, and that's why most likely if you do a color analysis and you found yourself to be a cool tone, yeah, so you find your undertone to be cool, it is usually not recommended to wear brown. Okay, but if you do want to wear brown, Nana just now just made a cooler version of brown. So the
Yes.
cooler brown,
So something like this.
you would add blue.
Yes,
into
I
it.
added blue, so it's going to turn more grayish, the brown, okay? So it's not going to look like our, the primary brown that we made earlier. It's more grayish, a bit greenish. Yeah?
Okay, so do you want to transfer what we just did
Yeah,
to the
okay.
chart? And so just now we were recreating the Isaac Newton's color wheel. So primary colors. Starting from primary colors, we have red. And then there's blue. Just a quick recap.
Yeah, so these are our primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. Oh, okay, I think while I'm transferring the colors here, you can just continue on.
Okay, I think while we wait, I'm gonna explain a little bit about chroma just now. Yeah, the one that I mentioned. So yes, a way to desaturate your colors, or I guess for, if you remember last week, for those who belong in the category of lower contrasts, which are summer and autumn, it is recommended for you guys to not wear colors that are too strong. So colors that are not really pure. And how do we do that? We try to wear the colors that are already mixed with either brown or gray. So one way to desaturate a color is by adding gray into it. That's why just now, yeah, when bright and vivid colors, you completely desaturate it, it actually becomes gray. Okay. Now there's another way to actually desaturate your colors. Is actually by mixing two colors that are opposite of each other in the color wheel. Okay, so later we're gonna demonstrate that with paint. And we chose the color. So if you see red, it's completely at the opposite end of green. So we're gonna take red and green later on and mix it and see what it becomes. So you guys are gonna see it. Okay. Should we just move on to here?
Okay.
Okay, so let's just make gray first.
Okay. To make gray, I'm just gonna take
Just
white.
nothing out of the ordinary. Basically, just white plus black, right? So let's make our gray equal parts, around 50-50. And we have our gray, and we're gonna use this gray all the time after this.
All right.
Okay, we have our gray, so let's just put it here. And here as well.
Okay. That's
Okay,
our gray.
now let's see if red plus green equals to the same color.
Just gonna take a bit of red. Mix it with the green we made. I'm running out of green.
Any green, it's okay. Okay, she's making a new gray.
Just take the cooler green. Here.
See, it becomes a little bit murky, a little bit brownish. Yeah. So now you know, say if you're a spring or a winter, you have high chromas. You're not supposed to wear colors that have too many color combinations in it. As in, so red plus green, it becomes a little bit murky, right? And that's not going to look good on you. Including, I don't know, maybe your lip color. Yeah, it's not pure red anymore. So that's what you should avoid if you have high chromas. Okay, so a little bit brownish, no worries. And we're just trying to finish the color wheel. Right. So I hope this helps you to kind of understand how colors work a little bit better. Because sometimes our clients just go to us, right, for a color analysis, and we give them their results. But the thing with colors is that, say you're a spring, it doesn't mean that that's it. That's just that's the only thing that you can wear. Of course not. So when we know how colors work, you can actually try to mix and match. You can actually try to I don't know, negotiate, I would say. So I'm warm tone. I'm actually warm tone, but it doesn't mean that I cannot wear cooler colors because I know how each of the colors are derived. So say I want to wear blue. I just take the warmer version of blue, the ones that have more yellows in it. Something like that. Okay. Are we ready to move on to value?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I want to talk about value, basically how light or dark a color is. But again, to recap, in our undertone, it doesn't work like that. It's more like what our skin tendency is. So some people, their complexion, their pigments work better with those colors that are has more whites in it, and some people just suits better to darker colors, colors that have more blacks with it. All right, so now let's just try to mix any color with white. Anybody want to choose a color? No? Okay, what's your favorite color, Nana? I'm just gonna ask you.
I think the one that we have most here, I think we'll take blue.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do blue. Now, if we take basically any color, yeah, in this case blue, but it can be any color on this palette. So blue,
Okay.
mix it with white. What does it become? It becomes a pastel blue.
Yes.
Okay.
A light blue.
Or yeah, I guess you could say it's a light blue. Okay, now any color that is mixed with white, we call it a tint. Okay, so this is probably a new jargon for you guys. We call it a tint. Or a lot of people would say it's called pastels. Now, any color mixed with gray, mix. I think you need more blue.
Yes.
I would call it becomes a dusty blue. Now, this is a very popular color. A lot of people just really like this color. Usually, people would get it either on their tops or hijab. It's a very popular color. Now, you can see that it becomes dusty because we add gray to it, and that is actually how you desaturate a color. And again, if you have high contrasts, avoid colors that are already mixed with gray. And yeah, any color that is mixed with gray, by theory, is called tone. So just now, mixed with white, it becomes a tint. And mixed with gray, it becomes a tone. And now we're mixing the blue, the same blue, with black. And it just becomes basically a darker blue. And we call that shade. And yeah, we're just going to put it here.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so Um, basically, what we just did here is for me to explain the 12 color seasons in a way. Yeah. On the value side, it's actually the horizontal axis, the axis. Yeah. So those that belong in the category of light spring, light summer, essentially the colors are not desaturated at all. It's actually still pure. Just now we were mixing blue as it is. We don't mix it with gray. We just add a little bit more white, and it just becomes lighter. So that's how we get pastels. And so for those of you in the light seasons, your chroma is actually still pretty high, in a way. And for those that are more on the your side is left, yeah, left side of the chart. If you have a deeper tendency to wear deeper colors, so your skin actually suits better with deeper colors, right? So either deep autumn and deep winter. Basically, you take any color and you mix it with black, it becomes a shade, and that is your color. Okay? And what about those that are in the middle? So, what kind of people that suits tones? Yeah, the ones that I said tones. It's actually those. So now focus on the y-axis of the color chart, the color analysis chart, the 12 seasons, right? So just now we derive the primary colors into secondary and tertiary. All these are still pure. In chroma, they're pure. So they're completely bright right at the top of the chart. Yeah, so completely pure, completely strong. Now, if we desaturate them and just now we mix, so you can either mix it with gray, it becomes a tone, or you can either mix colors that are opposite of each other in the color wheel. So say blue and orange, it will become something like this as well, right? And those are the colors that suit those that have more mute features, softer kind of pigments, which are the soft summer and soft autumn category. So that's about it. Okay, I think Nana is done
Yep.
with all this. Let's give a round of applause for her.
Thank you.
She worked hard for this. Okay, now we're gonna do something more fun. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this chart and we're gonna try to derive your lip colors. Okay, so your lip shades according to the 4 seasons with all the colors
Actually, I'm
that
just
we
going to help.
just made just now. Okay. Okay, a little bit of checking here. Who was here last week? Maybe raise your hands again. Okay. Now I want to get someone who last week when you filled up the questionnaire, probably you got a spring. So warm tone and high contrast. It's okay if you're not sure if you're a spring, but maybe just pretend you're a spring. Help me out here. Okay. Would you please come in front to the stage? Come up. Come. Can we get a mic for her? Yeah. All right. So, spring, very bright, very warm. Your mic. What's your name, ma'am?
If
If. All right. So, did you think that you were a spring last week?
I'm not mistaken, if I remember well, I was spring with high contrast.
Yes.
So the contrast checking and all that,
Yeah.
you think you're a high contrast, and you also think that you're warm.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just pretend that you are actually a spring. Your lip color would actually be just the primary red. So we're not gonna mix anything. We just need your help to just put this on the chart.
Yes.
So please do the honor. Right here.
Spring,
Yeah.
yes.
Spring.
the
Yeah,
box.
here.
Yes, in the
On the
box.
box. Is this the color that you usually wear on your lips?
Usually, but
Oh,
not as bright as this red.
not as
okay.
bright. So you're not scared of this red?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, because most people are usually they usually avoid
They
this
do.
bright red because we would call this chili red. So it's very warm, and you can even make it warmer. So if you want to try, let's add more yellow to the primary red.
Okay.
And
I'll
it
put
becomes
out
a little bit
here.
more orangey. So you might want to try it yourself.
So we're going to need a lot more yellow because red is such a dominant color.
Just like take a bit of the
Yes,
red.
just take a bit of the red. and
So
mix it
not
with the yellow.
everything. So just take a little bit of the red and then put it here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so just mix it. Yes, that's what we're looking for. And
Yeah,
you might
so-
want to put it here to see the difference. Just under
next to it.
here. Oh, I think you need more. All right. Would you wear that, Miss Eve?
Is that a bit scarier?
All right, thank you, Miss Eve. Give a round of applause for her. Okay, moving on. Maybe I'd like to still stay in the warmer side of the chart. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna do autumn. So still warm tone, but the lower contrast version. So who here thought that he or she was an autumn, or I guess in this case lip color she then. But
Oh,
anyone
okay, we
can
have
come
one
up.
here.
Ah, yeah. Please come up front. Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Maylin.
Maylee.
Maylin.
Maylin.
Okay.
All right. So you thought that you were an autumn low contrast?
Yes.
What kind of lip colors do you use usually?
Orangey.
Orangey.
Orangey. Orange.
This kind of orange?
It's a
Spring?
bit darker, maybe.
Not really dark, but a lighter one, like, wait.
Maybe more peachy or
Yes.
peachy.
Peachy.
Mm.
Peachy.
Ah, okay.
Okay. We're not gonna be making peach, but we're gonna make your red. So just pretend that you actually is an autumn. Yeah. So how do we make an autumn red? It's just to mix it with brown. So
Yep.
red plus brown. So the red one here. And
Take a
then
bit of the
you can
brown.
take a little bit of the brown over
Here?
there.
Yes.
Okay.
Over here, there is fine. Okay, just mix it up with
It's
a
A
bit of
little
brown.
bit.
Okay.
And what does it become?
Whoa.
It becomes your usual brick red
Brick. Oh,
lipstick,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
And this is what is usually sold in the current market today.
Okay.
So you want to transfer it here? Oh, sorry, Autumn?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We'll just get a tissue. Yeah, let me just wipe it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, we'll just.
Okay.
All right, so it's very different, right? Spring versus autumn.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Even though they're
that's how you
both
see the contrast.
warm tones, yeah.
So both are still warm tone, but that's how we know it's very, I would say, dangerous if you were a spring but you were to wear something like this on your lips. Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Miss Maylin.
Thank you.
Next, we move on to the cool tone girlies. Well, if you're not a she, if you're a he or a they, doesn't matter. Just raise your hands. Cool tone and which one should we do first? Winter, yeah, high contrast. Yes.
Yeah.
Come up. Please do the honor. Oh, you do seem like a winter. You have very thick jet black hair, and you're wearing white.
Yeah.
Like a pure white. So you seem like a winter.
Yeah. So like
Your
what I'm
name?
doing- Oh yeah, my
Sorry.
name is Kayla.
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 Kayla. All right.
Okay. We're just gonna have you mix a bit of red here.
Oh, that is so red.
Yeah, this is primary red. This is still spring. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So
We're not gonna make you wear that.
with a tiny bit of blue. So we just want to make
So-
it the color a bit cooler
So if
by
you,
adding more compositions of blue.
Red purple-ish kind of thing.
you'll see what it'll become.
Alright.
Okay, we're just gonna make a little bit of blue. Okay.
But if you
We're gonna try
remember,
that.
basically, to make any color cooler, just add blue.
Oh, pretty.
Pretty, right?
So rather than the chili red that we had earlier for spring, winter red is more like berry red. Yeah, berry red, cherry red. So it's a bit more deeper. It's a bit richer.
Ah, you want to transfer it on the paper?
Yeah, that's perfect.
In here? Yeah. I would also call it maroon.
Maroon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite color.
So even on clothing, maroon is actually a cool color because it
Yes.
has like a blue purplish tint on it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Or you would see it as a blood red, same thing. And it's a little bit darker.
So would you wear something like this on a daily basis?
I think I wear something
You
like
would-
that.
oh, you
because,
already
like,
do?
You do?
Because
Nice.
I had to look for like a proper shade for my lipstick, so I wear like 3 lipsticks every day. That is like on template. That is for me.
I see. So it ends up something like this then.
Yes, that's
I
correct.
see.
That's
Okay. Oh, so that's winter red. Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Thank you.
Now, summer. Who
Okay.
here is thought that, yeah, if you think you're a summer, just come up. Come up front. Anyone? So, cool tone, still cool tone, but a little bit more soft, low contrast. No? Anyone? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Careful. Okay. Your name?
My name is Hadil.
Hadil.
Shadil.
Shadil.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Shadil.
Hello.
So, why did you think that you were a summer?
Because I think it perfects me.
I see.
You think you're also cool tone, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna try to make your lip shade. Well, from
Okay.
paint, so don't wear it on your lip.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna take a bit of red here, the same base color as we did before, but what we're going to do now is actually mix it with a bit of white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bit of white first to make it more pinkish, and also add it with a bit more gray actually. Yeah, so it's going to turn more dusty.
So maybe just try to mix this one first. If it's not cool enough, again,
Oh,
we're
actually,
gonna
we're
mix
gonna use
it
the
with
cooler red, yeah, to make it easier. So this is already a cooler red that
Yeah, we can do that as
Kayla
well.
made earlier, but mix it with a bit of white. Okay, so let's see how that turns out first.
So yeah, to just make it easier, we're taking the winter red, this one, because we've
Yeah,
already
that's
mixed it with blue, so it's already a cool red, and we just make it a little bit lighter so that it doesn't become too bold, and
Okay, maybe
I would
you
say
can
it's a
use
little
this
bit
to transfer it.
gothic
It's going to be
on
easier.
summers to wear this kind of red. So we
Okay.
just lighten it up, and it becomes slightly more pinker.
Pink.
Yes,
Oh, it's kind of like a raspberry color.
it
It's
does.
nice.
It does look like a raspberry
Yeah.
red.
Do you mind putting it here?
Here?
On
Just
the
on
box.
top.
Oh.
Yeah, just to cover the one just now. Yep. So we can see the difference.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
The color is so pretty.
It is pretty. Would you wear that?
I think I wear this as Bailey.
Oh,
daily?
you do
Okay.
wear that on daily basis. Okay.
You actually mixed it perfectly. It looks exactly like the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it perfectly. It's okay.
You did a good job.
All right.
Give a round of applause for Shadil.
Yeah, so that's a summer red shade.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shadil. Okay. I think we're done. With the whole painting stuff. Right. Oh, one more thing. Now we're gonna make nudes. So I'm gonna need 2 more volunteers. One summer and one autumn. Anyone? Summer first.
Mother
Or
summer,
autumn.
maybe.
Okay, autumn first. Warm tone. Or if you're just warm tone, just come up. Anyone who thinks that they're warm tone.
Hey,
Woo!
okay.
What's your name, sir?
Zophie.
Sophie. Okay. So we're just gonna basically desaturate the autumn color. Even if it doesn't become your lip color, you can wear it on your top as well. So we're gonna take just now the brick red. Yeah. So this brick red. Yep. And then we're just gonna add more brown. Any this or this? Yeah, this one. Just go to with the
Okay.
brown.
Yes.
It's okay. Yeah.
Just mix it around.
Try mix.
Do we need more brown? I think we.
Or take a little apart from here so it doesn't become too much and just transfer it here. And then we're just gonna add more brown. Yeah.
It's like burgundy, like my cloth. Not
What you're wearing right now is actually more cooler.
It's
So
burgundy.
what he's wearing is actually more purplish. This is a more cooler maroon, even cooler than the one we made for winter earlier.
Okay, what we were trying to achieve was getting like a more caramel. So let me just try to add more. Do we have more yellow? Oh, it dried up. This one just a little bit here. Okay, let's see if we add a little bit more white.
Yeah, mix it with a bit more red too. The one he made.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, and it becomes a little bit camel kind of. Yeah. Oh, I add too much white. Yeah, something like that. I think you get the point. All right. I don't think we have enough to put it there, but you can try. Put it on the. Yeah, just scoop it. Sorry. Okay.
All right.
Does it show? You might want to put it here. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, so again, in the context of lipstick, if you find
nice.
that, say
Thank
you're in
you.
autumn, and you find that, oh, thank you, Mr. Zophie. All right. So in the context of lipstick, say red is a little bit too scary for you, autumns. You can find something a little bit more nude, a little bit more brownish, or even more muted. Just the usual nude kind of skin color. Okay, and even for you, autumns, say on your wardrobe, this is a really nice color to wear. Camels, any shades of brown. As long as it's still brown, that will be nice. Okay, now we're gonna try to derive a more cooler version of the nude. So, summer. Anyone? Please? Yep, someone raised their hand up there. No? No? She's shy. Anyone else? Maybe. Sir? Would you like to? Okay.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
Isha.
Icha. Okay. Right. So, do you think you're a summer or you just want to come up here?
I think I'm cool summer.
I think you're cool
tone,
tone.
okay.
Okay, that's great. All right, so we're just gonna take the pink just now, and we're gonna mix it with just a little bit of gray. So, okay, we get another. Yeah,
Oh, I think it's dried, but we'll try. Yeah.
Oh, here?
Yeah, just mix it with this one here.
just a little bit, not too much. Okay, so we can still see. Yeah, it becomes mauve. Yeah, would you mind putting it here? Nice. Oh, would you wear that as your nude, right? It's a little bit like what I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the nude version of the summer lipstick
Thank
is
you.
actually mauve. So it becomes a little bit more purple, right? It's nice. You did a very great job. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kaisha.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. Yeah, now we're done. Next we have, so we did promise that 2 lucky people will get a free complete 12 palette color analysis. Just a quick one. Now this one, you all want to raise your hands. Okay, but this one, how we're gonna choose it is that I think in front all of you got numbers. Yeah. And we're just gonna try. Woo! Try
Can I
to
have the honors?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's try to see who's lucky tonight.
All right. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Okay. Okay, I think I have one here. All right. Number 50.
Anyone?
Number 50? Number 50? Okay. All right. Number 50.
Oh, you're gonna be lucky for the rest of the year, I think. Oh, sorry, give it to me. Okay, so let me just try to make space for you. Okay, let me get a chair for you. You can sit here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is try to neutralize all the colors that we have on her first. Do you have makeup on?
Yes.
Would you like to remove it first for me? So maybe, I think you're just wearing lipstick?
No, I actually wear
A little bit of complexion?
yeah, a little bit of complexion.
Okay.
But already oxidized.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Just to be safe and to get a more accurate results, you might want to remove it first. And other than makeup, we're gonna cover her hair as well. All right. So later on, please wear this to cover your hair. Do you think? Sorry, your name? Echa. Okay. Ka Echa. Do you think you're warm tone or cool tone?
I feel like I'm warm in photos.
Mm.
I don't know whether if it's like warm or coolish.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a mic for Ka Echa. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Do you have a wish? What kind of color palette did you like to get the result of?
Yeah, kind of. I think I wish I had the
Are you scared of
winter.
spring?
Winter.
Oh, you wish you were
Okay.
winter. You like dark colors?
Yeah, because I like dark colors, but somehow I grew up with a mom who didn't like black.
Oh,
She would never allow me to wear black.
so she would put red on you.
Yeah, sort of. Maybe red, yellow, and yeah, things like that, and orange. But somehow I never felt confident wearing orange.
Ah, I see.
So yeah.
Do you feel better when you're wearing black then, or darker colors in general?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Particularly not just black, but like
Any-
darker, any darker version of any color, basically,
Okay.
or like just like the bolder ones, for example. Not the bolder ones. I mean like the cooler ones, like maybe fuchsia or like
I see.
electric blue and things like that.
So bold colors then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead
so
of
electric
the bright
colors,
bulb. Yeah.
neon. You don't mind with that?
I don't mind, except it's not yellow, I must say.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you please wear this?
So I think it's
Mhm.
So I think it's obvious enough that I'm against summer colors, I would say.
Oh, the soft ones. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. What happens if you happen to be a summer?
Okay, just accept it. That's my fate.
Okay, so do I cover everything or
Just your hair.
just
Yeah. Yes.
like this?
On the sides too.
So
Yeah.
basically, put everything in.
Yep. All right.
What made you come here to this event?
Yeah, because I missed the last session.
Oh, you did.
And
Yeah. Okay.
wanting to
you're
know
really like
what's
a person
my
then.
personal color because I've been blindly just following my impulses when it comes to
yeah.
picking stuffs with colors. So yeah.
Need help?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing here is actually we're going to neutralize everything. Yeah, so we're going to try to neutralize everything by covering it with white. So her hair, her clothes too, we're going to cover it with white, just to make sure there's no biases. Yeah. So everything is going to be neutral.
You did dye your hair, I think.
No. Oh, you didn't.
Actually, no, I don't.
That's your natural hair color then.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a bit like fading to brown, yeah.
Yeah.
How it grows.
Even
That's
worse,
nice.
when I was still attending school, my
Sorry.
teachers often, accused me for
Coloring your hair.
dyeing my hair.
Oh, understandable. Yeah, can relate. So it's not that we're not trying to see her
Can
hair
you see
or.
clearly in the mirror? Is it okay? Yeah, okay.
So why we cover it? It's not that I have not considered her hair color, her natural hair color as well. But it's just that we're gonna try to make it make the other factors constant, right? So that it doesn't affect the analysis process. And so in scientific experiments, if you've heard of ceteris paribus, so all things remain constant. That's what we're trying to see here. The main focus, the three factors that we see, of course, hair color, eye color, the ones that are you're born with, and last part, the most important part is still your skin. And with hair, you can change them. Hair, you can just dye them. If turns out your natural hair color is not your best optimum according to your season results. And with eyes, you can just wear contact lens, right? But what we can't change is your skin pigments. And usually with undertone, it just stays like that the rest of your life. So that is the biggest part of the human body, right? Skin is the biggest organ. Do you mind sitting a little bit more?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, just face to the mirror front. All right, we're just gonna start from seeing her undertone, whether she's warm or cool. So you did wish that you were a cool tone. Now this is where I start. I'm gonna see in orange versus pink. All right. Maybe you wanna guess which
Maybe
you look
from the
better
audience?
in
Any guesses?
overall. So essentially, what I'm doing here is I was actually taking the color in the very middle, which is red, and red plus yellow becomes orange, right? So again, colors that have more yellow hues in it are warmer. So this represents the warm tone, orange, and red plus blue becomes purple. Purple. All right,
Yeah,
purple,
purple or
or
pink.
if you add white into it, or sorry, if you just shift a little bit, it becomes pink, right? So this represents the cooler tone. Okay, let's see. Warm or cool?
Warm or cool?
Warm, yeah. Cool? Cool? Winter? No? She did wish she was a winter. Okay, one more time. Warm, cool. Last guess?
Cool.
Oh, now you all change your mind.
Please be honest.
Okay, I think you're a little bit neutral, somewhere in the middle. But for now, I'm leaning towards more warm. Okay, why? Because I just feel like the pink was a little bit too harsh on her. So you see some of the shadows, so on her frame of her face and even your under eye, it becomes a little bit more darker, a little bit more harsh. And when I turn it back to the warm orange here that we have, it's just more natural. Like it's all her skin tone is just even out. Yeah, all the glow just comes back. That's the main part. Yeah, even out, and I think this is your true colors, as in your human coloring is supposed to be just this. When I add something else that is foreign, it's a little bit clashing.
Yeah.
So yes, in the middle, her high points at the first glance, it tones up a little bit, becomes a little bit more wider, but not the bright that we're looking for. So if you have, sorry, fairer skin doesn't mean prettier in this case. Okay. Now, let's try to see your undertone better in jewelry. So this actually helps. We can see even more clearer. If you were warm tone, you would look better. Sorry, your name was Echa ya tadi? Yeah. Kaisha would look, if she were warm tone, she would look better in this pretty yellow gold. And if she was cool tone, she would look better in silver. Okay, what do you usually wear?
Thank goodness I wear gold.
Yeah, okay.
Someone just said she's cool tone. Okay, so maybe the audience want to see. If you can't see, there's a camera up there. This is warm, yellow gold. This is cool.
Yeah.
Which one's better?
The gold.
Okay, yes, she is indeed warm tone. So what actually happened here is that in silver, you become washed out. So all your colors are being sucked out, and when I turn it back, everything returned to its normal state. Yeah. So your glow on your cheekbones, your blush are showing. What can't lie is her eyes. Yeah. So eyes is the window to our soul. In here, it's a little bit more dim, and in here, the shine comes back. Yeah. So I'm not sure if the audience can see, but if you look closer, her bling, glam, shimmer on your eyes just gone over here. So that's how I know you're warm tone. Now let's see if you have a neutral tendency. This is rose gold. It's a little bit lacking. So I still think you're warm, completely warm tone. But if you want to wear rose gold, doesn't matter. Yeah, you can always wear them. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna try to check your contrast. So I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but basically how I'm gonna check it is through pattern. But if you want to know what exactly contrast is, just watch the rerun of last week's session. All right. So in pattern, someone with high contrast would need. So say you're wearing plaits, right? The boxes, the squares should be apparent. Yeah, it should be obvious. Something like this. So this is high contrast. Well, I would say medium high, not completely high. And someone with lower contrast would just need something this soft. So you can't really see how the pattern is. Yeah. Actually, for this, do you mind taking off your glasses for a bit, just for me to see?
Yeah.
So you do have bold features. Your eyebrows are thick, yeah, and then your eyes are a little bit bold. Oh, not completely. Okay, this is high, this is low. You do have more towards on the higher side of the spectrum. Yeah, so in this one, you just completely vanish.
True.
So your features disappear, and all I can see is just your brows. Yeah. And so we just have to return it back to where you are. Yeah, so this is your level. Something that has more boldness in it, a little bit more rich with colors. You can't go completely too pale. It's just wash out. Yeah, so in here, I can see your nose, I can see your eyes, and so it's not just all brows. Your lips are also, people can see it. Yeah? You look tired. Yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's obvious, I guess.
Now, just now, that is actually the pattern for autumn. So autumn itself is already on the spectrum, right? It's more muted. naturally, if you compare autumn and spring, it has lower contrast in general. So I'm just gonna see if we brighten it up, the chroma, with this beautiful pattern and see if it sucks the light out of her or if she glows in this. So if she was a spring, she would look really good in this. But I think in this case, the focal point is not you, not Echa, Kaecha, yeah, right? But what we see first, our focus comes to this pattern first.
Yeah.
And if someone else were to sit here and they were a spring, it would just blend out. As
Yeah,
in,
it would be
you
harmonious.
Just, it would just be harmonious. It would just blend in. So in here, I just feel like there's a line cutting through, separating you and what you're wearing. Okay, so that's an indication. We can kind of say her contrast a little bit more on the medium side, not too high, not too bright. Okay, and I do think she's not a spring, but we'll see. All right, so we're just gonna see, check you in the 4-season palette. I'm gonna take red. It's like what we did just now, all the 4 shades of red. And in color analysis, it's not that, okay, so I'm cool tone. Does that mean I can't wear red? Not, that's not the case. So each color has its version of its season. So we have the spring version of red. We have the summer version of red. So yeah, that's how it goes. This is spring red. Yeah, very warm. So number 1, spring. 2, this is summer. 3, this is autumn. 4, this is summer. This is winter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the color you wanted. Winter is very dark. Yeah. Okay. One more time. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Anybody want to take a guess?
Any guesses?
Spring,
I
autumn?
hear spring.
Agree.
Any other guesses? Maybe?
Mix. We're getting mixed opinions. Okay. This is nice, but I don't know.
You know, I think it kind of robs the focus
Yeah, that's
on
the
my
word
face.
that I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna tone it down to autumn. It's just more,
Perfect.
Yeah. It just blends in well and the balance that we're looking for. Yeah. So we don't see this first, but the red doesn't suck the life out of her to the point that it drains her. Yeah. So it's just nice. Nice glow here on your cheekbones, on your forehead as well, on your nose and your eyes. Just not so a bit
Too shocking.
yeah. It's kind of like drown under the brightness. Okay, so what you should avoid, obviously, all the cooler tones. Yeah, so the summer red, we just mixed it. There's a hint of blue and pink in here, and it's really obvious your under eye just darkened. It becomes a little bit more ashy on her and grayish. Let me turn it back to your best. You see? This is just a little bit more ashy. And the darker version of summer is actually winter, right? So it's very dark. And you also go dark. So these shadows just becomes darker on her. All right. Let's try another color. So again, even though you're warm tone, doesn't mean you can't wear blue. I know blue is a very cool color, but again, we have shades of blue, different shades of blue. Okay, so this is spring. It's very bright, but it's still warm tone, so there's a little bit of yellow in it. And autumn, naturally, it's a little bit darker, but more muted. Oh,
love that.
it's very nice. Yeah. This one, it's a little bit, it's trying to win against you.
Yeah, again.
Your features are showing better. Okay. Moving on to the cooler ones. Summer is usually the tints, the pastels. It sucks the life out of you. I can actually see your pores. Yeah. And then winter, as you mentioned, are electric colors. I don't see anything wrong with you wearing this, but you need makeup to balance it out so that this color doesn't outshine you. Yeah.
Noted, because I have this exact color of clothes.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, but this was the best. This is so nice. Yeah. So the blue is a little bit more greenish because it's warmer. Okay. Now let's not waste time and try to see in the 12th palette where you exactly stand. Okay, so we have um, three types of autumn. Can we get the slides on as well? Let me just check quickly. Okay, this is spring. So you're definitely not a spring. So most springs would look good in pastels, in light colors. In this case, you're just completely washed out. So let me just turn to soft autumn. So same thing. Both are low contrast, but this one is high in chroma. This is low in chroma because it's very muted. Now your colors come back. Right? But now here, it's still a very low contrast palette. So you need something more to push it out, to push your glow out. Okay? So let me just turn it up a little bit, make it richer and blow the Everyone's nodding their heads. This is her. Now we see your true pigments, your true colors are showing out. So you can kind of imagine underneath, picture yourself with these shades. Yeah, you can kind of relate it that way. And if you see the autumn in nature, in autumn, right? All the palette, all the color pick, all the leaves, the foliages, it's all these kind of colors. And again, I guess to recap, this is basically all the primary colors in spring. Yeah, so these, oh no, too bright. And we just add brown, and it becomes this. So that's what I mentioned about desaturating. We take out the chroma a little bit and becomes something like this. Okay, so now so this is the true autumn palette. Now I'm going to try to just darken it into the deep autumn. Not bad, but...
it lacks spirit.
Sorry?
It lacks spirit.
It lacks,
you know what I mean? Like, it lacks life.
Yeah. More like some of your shadow areas it darkens. So someone who's a deep usually would just glow better in darker colors. The darker that they go, the better they look. But in this case, here it's a little bit harsh under eye as well. It's a little bit too rough. This was better. Yeah. You're a very warm tone. No sign of neutralness. But if you're curious, let's just see winter, how it looks like on you. Oh, it's clashing. Yeah, I can see the blues are just reflecting on your face. It's not blending in.
The redness in her face is more
redness is
accentuated.
So when you're not wearing your palette, all your blemishes, if you do have some, it will just come out. Right? So the thing about winter is not just that it's cool. It's also too strong for you. That's the thing. Okay, so what should you wear as an autumn? Your best color would be the brown itself, the base color of it all, the palette that you are, right? So if you add brown with red, it becomes brick red. If you add brown with green, it becomes olive or army. If you add it with yellow, it becomes mustard yellow. So this is the base of everything of you. Yeah. So this perfectly warm brown, if you darken it, still fine. But if you try to tone it down,
That's my color.
yeah, this was what you were wearing.
Yes.
So you can wear this, but so this is in the autumn palette, but it's a little bit too pale. So what do? You add a darker shade of brown or any darker color in your palette. Something like this. Sorry.
I think that's exactly what Kak Echa did today.
Yeah.
Actually, I have done the assignment.
Yes, actually something like this.
Yeah. So to add contrast, just add something darker, like an outer, and just mix and match. Something like this. Okay, now I'm just gonna make this khaki beige into a cooler version of it, which is stone gray. Now, all your facial hair, I can see them, and it becomes your face actually becomes more ashy. Yeah. So it's just a slight shift, but it goes a long way, and this is what you should avoid. And obviously, if we make it grayer, you turn even more gray. So that's not what we want, right? And this is black. It's a little bit too harsh on you, but doesn't mean you can't wear it. Again, just take a warmer color. Say the beige just now as an inner. See, it becomes better. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Aisha.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Let me help you to undo all this. Are you happy with the results?
Yeah, I'm happy because I mean, look at what am I wearing
Yeah.
today.
So, autumn, there's not many of you. Fun fact. Statistically, in Indonesia, it only makes up about, I don't know, 25% of the population. But the makeup industry, the beauty industry, all the makeup colors are actually in autumn. So, lucky you, it's easy for you to go shopping.
Yay.
All right,
Thank
give
you
an
so
round
much.
of Echa. Thank you.
All right.
Should we move on?
Yeah, second lucky participant.
Everyone's still
Okay.
hoping that they're the one who'll come up here. I know you sneaky, freebie-seeking people.
All right,
Like
I think
me.
I have one here.
We're all guilty.
Okay. Number 104.
Anyone?
104.
104?
104.
No?
No?
Three,
Okay.
two,
Okay, I'm gonna pick
one.
another one, okay? Alright. Number 12. Number 12. Okay. Yay!
Today's audience is very diverse.
Yeah, so we had a female participant.
And now
We're
we're
going to
gonna
taste it
see
on a male. Alright?
um
Number 12? Okay, thank you. Have a seat,
male
please.
skin pigments. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Yes,
Please
take
take
a
a seat and cover your hair with this. Thank you. It's the universe giving a sign today. Hey, let me just help pulling it back a little bit. Sorry, your name, sir?
I'm Raihan.
Raihan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Raihan, for coming tonight. What kind of colors do you like? Sorry, yeah.
Based on what I have in my home, I have this kind of like
Blue?
clothes like blue,
Oh, lighter colors.
like gray, like yellow, not too bright, but yellow, kind of like dark.
Darker yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and also like
yeah.
Green.
Green.
Like yeah.
Okay.
Army, I have army as
Yeah,
well.
a lot of guys like green, like
Yeah,
army green.
that's what I have. But
So not
mostly-
completely black and white.
no,
No,
I don't.
really?
I don't
You're not
actually
one of those guys.
don't like black and white. Something like that.
Oh.
It's just like weird. But I have a black shirt, but I don't mix it with like
Oh, you
black and
don't
white.
pair it together, black
Yeah.
and white. Oh, I
Just
see.
weird
I
to
see,
me.
I see.
Okay, okay. So you do like lighter colors.
Yeah, but one thing that I noticed that I really blend in with orange, like light orange.
Light
I wear
orange.
it and I was like really really shining, like
Oh,
the
you
face
feel
and
good in it.
glow in it.
yeah, I mean,
Ah,
like I feel the glow
okay.
and everything. And it was my
You
first
just
time
keep
I
wearing
noticed
it.
that, and that is my first bright color as well.
Oh, your first time wearing a brighter
Yeah.
color. Oh, I see. I see.
I like take out of my comfort zone.
Good example. Okay. One last thing. What made you come here tonight?
Because I really excited on what I have at home. I want to make sure that I have the right clothes.
Right. Yeah.
And
that's very
even
important.
though that is not my color, I have to buy some clothes more, and it's okay. I mean, like I'm here to know about my true color.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. Even though I missed the first session last week. But yeah.
No worries.
That's
There's a
why.
rerun. You can always
example,
rewatch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm really excited.
Okay, wow, everyone's very lucky tonight. Let's just start. Do you think you're warm or cool toned?
I think warm, maybe, but I don't know.
Let's see, yeah. So this is you. Oh, by the way, in color analysis, what you would want to focus on is not the color that you're wearing, but the effects of it. So you want to focus not on the drapes, but on your face, in this case. Okay? So when I put something that's completely bright, don't freak out. But I know you wear orange, so like this kind of bright orange.
Is it lighter? A lighter orange.
Lighter orange that I
Okay.
have.
So let's see, cool tone. What do you think?
Warm, cool. Warm. I hear warm over here. Maybe over here. Cool. Okay, we're divided here. 50-50.
Warm, cool.
I think it's cool.
Why? Why do you think it's cool?
I don't know. It's just like feels right to me.
Feels
I don't know.
right.
Feels right.
I don't know.
Here's the thing with color analysis. All our clients who come to us, they have biases. Why? Because we've been seeing ourselves in the mirror since we were very young, right? So we have certain preferences. We have our tastes and all that. But so it's completely important when doing this task that you have someone who has ideally
yeah.
someone who has never seen you.
Yeah.
So that we completely remove that bias. And in this case, I do see in the cooler pink here, some of your features are sucked out. Some of your tone, your natural pigments are being sucked out, and some of the shadows are becoming same thing, ashy. Yeah, and then if I return it, all your glow, it comes back. We get
can
that
see that now.
sun-kissed glow. Yeah, over here. Again, what doesn't lie is your eyes. Here, it's shining, it's shimmering. This one, it dims a little bit. It sucks the life out of you.
Now I see that.
Yeah, so warm tone. Yeah.
This one first.
No problem. Okay, let's see. In patterns, so I'm taking the warm pattern. This is high. Oh, it darkens you. Sorry. Oh, I think you're a low contrast.
What does that mean?
So you can't wear something that's too bold because if it's something like this, some of your shadows are becoming harsh. So you see here behind her nose, it darkens here as well. It's kind of as if the gravity is pulling you downwards. So your pores actually appear harsher and rougher here, and here your skin texture it improves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have that kind of like soft, muted features. You don't need that much colors actually. Doesn't mean you can't wear colors, but we're just gonna pick out the softer ones for you. All right. So let's just see where you are in the chart. Yeah. So just not warm tone and low contrast. Definitely not something that's this bright. Yeah. So no, you
Too
become
much.
green
Yeah, it is too
and
much.
you just dim. Yeah. All right. So same thing. This is still spring. Okay.
Oh, yellow.
Now let me just tone it down and add a little bit more brown. It becomes mustard yellow. Ah, better.
Really, I don't have any of this color.
But I don't think this is it yet.
Yeah.
Now here is nice. It's rich, but still a little bit too much for you. Now I'm gonna soften it down and lower the contrast. This is true autumn, and this is soft autumn. That's better.
I don't expect these colors. I don't know.
It's
This is
okay,
my
you'll
first
have-
time.
You'll
This
have an excuse to go shopping after this.
okay.
Time to declutter. Okay, so now let me just compare this with okay, let me go darker first. Yeah, you can't go too dark.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you feel like black is just weird on you. Here everything darkens, and the thing with dark shadows, right? If it's not your color, it's gonna fill in your pores, and your pores will become darker and deepen. So if you have like pore problems, it's gonna accentuate that. So let me just return it. Nah, that's better. This is soft autumn. Now we haven't finalized it yet, so no worries. Let me now lighten it and brighten it up into these pastels. Oh, this is also nice. Okay, so this is about value, if you guys remember. Yeah, so this is lighter. It's actually more brighter. This is the light spring palette, and this is soft autumn. Which one? Help me choose.
So this is light spring, and the second was soft autumn.
Light spring,
Which one?
soft autumn.
Soft autumn.
Soft autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone agrees and everyone can see it. So in here, it makes you a little bit more pale. It does brighten it up a little bit, tone up
Yeah.
your face, your skin tone, but that's not what we're looking for. So when you're wearing something that's too light, too washed out, people might think that people might come to you and ask, are you sick? Are you ill? Yeah. Why are you so pale? Yeah. So we need to just deepen it a little bit, just a little bit, but it's still very soft. I would say these are the palette that is the closest to our skin. So a lot of nudes. It involves a lot of nudes. There's this olive, sage, mustard yellow. You can also wear the reds. So brick red. All these are still okay. But in color analysis, as your result, we would call you a soft autumn. Alright, okay.
I think I've been wanting to try this mustard yellow one.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try, but I don't know if it's gonna suit me fast.
Now you have the reason to try. Okay, so by theory, by right, his worst palette would be the opposite of this. So this is soft and warm, and the opposite of it would be cool and bright. Yeah, so which is the bright winter palette. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this just means that you can't wear neons.
I'm not the center.
Yeah. Are you disappointed? Because these are pretty. Let me just see in summer. Oh, you become blue. You turn blue. And this is the lighter summer. No, yeah, this is also one of your worst palettes. Something that you should avoid. All right, so let's put it in practice in each of the individual colors. Okay, I'm gonna do pink. Do you like pink? Never wear pink. No worries. In autumn, pink is not exactly pink. It's just a derivation of it. So what you should completely avoid is the pink pink. This is summer pink. Or even worse is this bright fuchsia.
It's too Barbie.
This is winter.
Barbie.
Okay, so these two. Anything that's too cool, anything that's too bright, yeah, that is what he should avoid because he's very soft. He has soft features, right? And he's also warm tone. Okay, so what do? We add a little bit of orange to your pink. It becomes peach or salmon. Would you wear this?
Yes, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I think you see it now. Okay, but is this your best color? Not necessarily. By theory, we would want to mix it with a little bit more brown. Okay, so we kind of want to mute it down to be this brownish pink. Is it better? Yeah. Let's just see one more time. This is spring basically. This is autumn. Okay? So all your features just come back, yeah, and you're able to shine. So try to avoid colors that are too overpowering and stay warm. Okay? All
I think it's
right.
easy to find this color.
It's very,
Easy to find
yeah,
this kind of color.
yeah, yeah. So this you can wear, just not this bright.
Okay.
And either way, if you go shopping, I doubt that you'll find something that is this bright.
Oh, I think I see
I
one,
think
but somewhere, but
yeah, yeah. So try to just find ones that are a little bit more muted, a little bit more soft. You don't have to go completely soft like this. Okay? And one of your best color would be one that is close to your skin. It can either be this beige khaki. If you don't like it, you can wear it on your bottoms, pants. Right? And this one as well. Ooh, I love this combination. This and this on him. Is it nice? You guys agree?
what is this?
This
called?
is warm brown, just
brown?
the regular brown. You can
Okay.
find them in leathers. If you wear jewelries, he can also wear. So, any of you who are in autumn, you can wear something like wooden accessories, like on the accessories, jewelries. So maybe bangles, wooden bangles, something more ethnic, a little bit more traditional. That's gonna be really nice. All right, so Ka Rehan, yeah, you are a soft autumn. Congratulations, you just
Okay.
discovered your palette.
I like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me just help you out of this. How do you feel?
Relieved that
Relieved.
relieved,
I thought
yeah.
you'd be shocked.
Yeah. But I think I have to find another clothes. Like
Yeah.
I have to throw it. I don't know if I have to throw
Actually,
it or not.
What you're wearing right now is still okay for a soft
Yeah.
autumn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Really?
you need to do with this is you buy an outer, or if you have one at home, that is a little bit more warmer. It can be
Mhm.
brown, maybe a lighter brown, beige.
Okay, but I
And just
can
put it
still
over.
wear it the bright, but not as a main color.
Yes.
Yep. So just a little bit of accents if you do
Okay.
like them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Karen, for
Rehan.
spending our time with us.
So this is your full
yeah.
palette? Yeah. Soft autumn. Okay. Thank you.
All right. I think that is all we have today.
Yeah.
So yeah, two of our participants just now
Yeah.
are all autumn.
Yeah. True autumn and soft autumn. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all from us today. Thank you so much for spending your time here tonight at America.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of information. I know the past two sessions is a little bit theoretical. I hope we don't bore you out. But if any of you here work in the more formal industries in the beauty industry, or say you're a professional in who works with a lot of colors, maybe illustrations, or you edit a lot of graphics, we do have certifications for professionals. You can contact us at JICAcademy. Or, on a lighter note, if you'd like to book a consultation with us, you can scan this QR right here. It will lead to our Instagram, and you can DM us. Our studio is based in
Gading
BSD
Serpong, yeah.
area. Yeah, Gading Serpong BSD area. Okay. Anything else, Nana, you'd like to?
Yeah, we'd just like to thank you.
Thank
We
you,
hope
Rob.
you all had fun today. Yeah. And congrats to the two lucky participants, Kaecha and Karehan. Yeah, for those of you who may not be as lucky today, don't worry. Again, you can just still come to our studio. All right? Okay. I think we'll pass it back to Kak Andrea.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Polene and Kak Nana.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're.
Do
I
we
mean,
have
we're
time?
kind of out of time. So is it possible if you ask after the session?
After the session, yeah, you
We'll
can
stay
ask.
back.
They will be. They will still be here. They won't go home.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming here. I guess now you guys have some reason to like go out and shop. Yeah. And earlier, before this event started, I asked a little trivia question, and the question was, which of the following characteristics is commonly associated with the cool summer seasonal color type? And the answer is B, cool undertones with soft muted colors. Congratulations to Stephanie Lau21 from Instagram for answering the question correctly. And if you enjoyed our event today, please consider checking our social media out. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at AT America. We also have newsletter and YouTube channel, so please consider subscribing to that as well. And with that, we have reached the very end of today's event. Everyone, thank you so much for coming with me and Ria, and see you at the next At America event. Bye bye.